Hey y'all, my name is Carla Medrano, aka Moon the Storyteller, and I tell stories. And I want to help you tell your stories and sell them. To one, I am a wife. To another, I am a mom. To thousands more, I am a nurse, a voice actor, a creator. And to you, I want to be your comic book marketer. So back in 2022, I pivoted from bedside nursing and decided to combine my knowledge and skills and my love for social media to help healthcare professionals market their products and services. Over the course of 2 years, I earned $100,000 plus as a part-time healthcare marketer. And when I started writing my own comic book, Luna, I poured all that I knew into ensuring that Luna saw the same success as my clients. As a result, Luna has had 2 successful Kickstarter launches, and most recently, I took lead on the marketing strategy behind the largest indie crossover event in history, the Epiphany Engine. That initiative raised over $60,000 in just 30 days. Joseph Illich, an award-winning Milestone and DC Comics writer and editor, gave me the title, The Misty Night of Marketing. So, I ain't new to this, y'all. All right, welcome to episode 12. We are going to talk about Comic-Con season. All right, so remember your sales funnel, okay? The only sales funnel you'll ever need to know to sell your books. Brand awareness, brand trust, brand customer. So if you have no idea what those things mean, then go back and listen to episode 1 and listen to how I break those items down. And, go from there, right? But if you are not new here, keep listening. All right. So remember the first few episodes of this series, I discussed brand awareness. So I wanted to spend this next group of episodes to discuss brand trust. And so we've already begun that discussion. So today, let's talk about another way to build trust, and that is becoming a panelist at an upcoming Comic-Con. This is Comic-Con season, right? And usually we are used to either going and checking out the exhibits and the tables and being a attendee, right? And some of us are used to being actually vending, right? And some of us, go as media. But maybe you've never really thought about becoming a panelist. So let's talk a little bit about that. So this year, I do have the privilege of being a panelist at 2 upcoming Comic Cons. I am not allowed to talk about them just yet, but as those dates approach, I promise I will talk about them. And once I've done it, I will also talk about that experience as well with you. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about how to become a panelist. So first, you need to apply to become a panelist. That's the first step. So, go to the website of the Comic-Con you're interested in becoming a panelist at, and then you have to submit a pitch and apply for it. Now, they're going to ask you, what do you want to talk about? What will your panel cover? So choose something that you're passionate about, that you are knowledgeable about, right? Topics that really align with the convention's theme. For example, you're not going to talk about X-Men at a convention primarily for manga and anime, right? Then you're going to just give a short description of what the panel is all about, and really highlight why it's relevant, right? Because we want to talk about a whole lot of stuff, but why is it relevant to their attendees, okay? And what value will it bring to them? And also, you want to throw in there your credentials or experience. So, if you were an editor at this place over here, or you're a nurse, you want to talk about mental health and comics or whatever the case may be, just talk about your credentials and your experience, okay? Now, then you just got to kind of wait. Once you submit it, you got to wait and see if you get approved. But hopefully you will get approved, okay? You will get approved. And so now it's really time to get serious. And if you haven't already asked other creators to be panelists with you, then this is the time to do so, because you're not going to be talking by yourself. You're going to have 2 or 3 other people with you, right? I mean, 1 or 2 other people with you. on this panel. So, you reach out to them. Hey, I'm doing a panel. Would you want to come with me and talk about XYZ? And together you might shape that topic into something more defined, right? When now comes the day the panel arrives, take a deep breath and have fun. You're here because you were chosen to be here. Okay. You have something valuable to share. And there's a room full of people eager to hear what you have to say. All right. Make sure you're interacting with your audience, add a Q&A. And then at the end, make sure you hand out copies of your comic book, free copies of your comic book. Put them in the hands of people that don't, that may have not necessarily bought them if you were actually a vending on the floor, right? And then also make sure you network. Make sure you're meeting the people that came to your panel. Hey, my name is Carla. What got you interested in hearing about this? And just really connect with people and network with people. Okay. So just to recap, building trust is a brand long process. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by brand long? Meaning that as long as you are your purpose is to continue to grow your brand, grow your empire out. That is what a brand long process is. It's as long as you have that brand in full effect, right? So building trust is a brand long process. One way to build trust is to apply to be a panelist at an upcoming Comic Con, okay? And just remember, you never know who is watching. So if you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you subscribe to this podcast, okay? And if you want to take your comic book marketing to the next level, take my comic book marketing course and enjoy $100 off the price with code WHM25 in celebration of Women's History Month. All right, and just remember that this is your season. See you in 2 weeks.